This is a post-trade therapy session. This video is designed to help you build consistent profitability by promoting the correct thought process after you've just taken a trade. Believe it or not, a lot of traders bring unresolved mental baggage from their previous trades into the next trade. And this ultimately affects their ability to consistently execute on their trading plan and have consistent profitability as a result. So watch this video for the next 30 days and see what type of results you get. You can download this video completely ad-free with multiple different versions in the description below. Now, you've just taken a trade. What's most important isn't necessarily the outcome of that trade, but it's about getting your psychology back to a state of equilibrium. If you've just taken a win, it may feel really good, and you may puff yourself up into this state of feeling invincible. But be mindful, if you bring this feeling of pride and feeling of invincibility into your next trade, you may think you know better than the market, and you may not listen to your trading plan and proven processes, and you may start projecting onto the market what you think is going to happen next. Traders who do this ultimately get humbled because the market's never wrong. This feeling of pride and invincibility can also mean that you start to neglect the risks in the market, and you start to over-risk or over-trade, unaware of the true risks that are underlying in the market. This pride and this invincibility usually mean that we don't respect the market anymore, and we're just projecting our own ideas onto the market. Now, if you've just taken a loss in the market, what can happen is we can push ourselves into a state of shame. And this feeling of shame promotes a fear-based mindset, a scarcity fear-based mindset, where we're afraid of that happening again. We don't want to take another loss. And in this state, we can push ourselves in our mind below the market and not execute on opportunities if and when the market presents them again. So in both states of greed and fear, we're not sticking to our trading plan. We're not listening to the market, and in both those states, we're not going to be achieving consistent profitability. So what I want to do in this particular therapy session is help get you back closer to that state of equilibrium so that the next trade you take can be in alignment with your trading plan, and it can be you in a state of presence with the market. So I want you to pull out a piece of paper and a pen, or bring out your trading journal. And if you took a win, you can continue watching. If you took a loss, you can skip to the loss section. It's really important now to make yourself aware of the risks and the drawbacks, and to humble yourself a little bit. Because if you don't humble yourself, the market's going to do it for you over the next few trades. So, you may feel really good right now, but you want to remind yourself that this isn't necessarily about the outcome of an individual trade. Trading is about being consistent over a large sample space and showing up every single day and consistently executing on your plan. Now, with your pen and paper, I want you to start making yourself aware of some of the risks, some of the drawbacks, and some of the disadvantages of your current win. Has it pushed you into a state of pride and feeling of a little bit of a state of invincibility, a little bit of a state of overlooking certain risks? Has it given you a sense of self-confidence that this is definitely going to happen again on the next trade? Has this win made you feel like you don't need to learn as much as you previously did? And do you feel a little bit less teachable, a little bit less open to learning and continuing to study and continuing to grow? Has this win made you start promoting these fantasies and unrealistic expectations on lifestyle? And has this win started to make you dislike or resent your current job or other sources of income you currently have? Because if it has, you need to be aware of these risks and these drawbacks. And you need to ground yourself. And you need to realize that nobody truly knows the outcome of an individual trade. And it's not about being right on an individual trade. It's about showing up consistently and consistently executing on your trading plan. So I want you to spend some time writing down some of the drawbacks and some of the risks of this current win. Have you in the past been vulnerable to taking wins and then feeling invincible and then puffing yourself up in your mind, exaggerating your abilities in your mind, and then starting to project low quality setups onto the market, ignoring the risks, ignoring your trading plan, ignoring what the market's agenda is? If it has, make yourself aware of this now, and then really ground yourself, not into a state of shame, but back into a state of equilibrium. Be aware of these risks, be aware of these drawbacks, so that you can come back to the market tomorrow, present with the market, and just sticking to your trading plan. Now, if you've just taken a loss in the market, I want you to start writing down some of the benefits of taking a loss. Has this made you more open and teachable? Has this made you aware of certain refinements that need to be made to your trading plan, to your trading processes? Has this loss given you greater accountability to sticking to your trading plan? Has this loss made you stick to just higher quality setups in your trading plan? Has this loss made you aware of the true risks in the market? Has this loss made you aware that as a trader, you can't be exaggerating yourself? You have to be humble and respect the market and be present with the market, because nobody truly knows what's going to happen next. Has this loss made you aware and realize that you have to focus on the longer term perspective over a larger sample space? Has this loss made you aware of unrealistic expectations you were projecting onto the market, expecting from the market? And has the market humbled you and grounded you into a more balanced long-term thinking state of being consistent with your processes? Although losses can hurt sometimes, they're exactly what we need to get us grounded, to get us present, to rid us of unrealistic expectations, and to rid us of this self-exaggeration, this ego trip we love to be on, so that we can be present with the market and we can just consistently execute on our plan. Losses only hurt if we're projecting unrealistic expectations on the outcome. So be aware of this and realize that every single trader experiences losses and painful losses. The pain is essential for growth, and it holds us accountable to new levels of thinking and to higher quality, higher probability setups. Recognize that every trader is going to continue to lose. It's not just you. It's every single trader that's going to continue to lose. Every great trader has experienced losses. Every great trader will continue to experience losses. So pick yourself up, realize that it's not the end of the world. If you put it into perspective, losses are essential for growth. They're essential for us to go back to what's priority and what's most important to us. Review your trading plan, review the lessons, write down on your piece of paper right now the benefits and the lessons of this loss. Pick yourself back up, get a good night's rest, and then come back to the market having reviewed your trading plan, and come back to the market tomorrow sticking to your processes and sticking to your trading processes.